Well, Congressman Anthony Weiner is now a pariah in his own party, with the latest report being that House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi is upset that he didn't warn her of the extent of his misdeeds until right before his bombshell news conference yesterday. Weiner may be an extreme case of internet misbehavior, but where exactly is the line these days between online flirtation and infidelity? If you wonder whether the distinction matters, just ask any practicing divorce lawyer. Here's David Wright.
To be clear, the picture was of me, and I sent it.
He's a congressman caught in a sex scandal, apparently without ever having had sex outside his marriage.
To be clear, I have never met any of these women or had physical relationships at any time.
The woman who was the intended recipient of this picture confirmed to Chris Cuomo that, at least in her case, he was indeed telling the truth.
It was just internet kind of chitty chat.
Yeah, it was
stuff.
nothing like a relationship, nothing like that whatsoever. It was just like, hey, I think you're hot. Okay, huh.
But does that make it any less real? It turns out the congressman is in good company.
How common is this?
It's a lot more common than people realize.
Dr. Yvonne Thomas is a psychologist and relationship therapist.
I've had women caught this way. I've had men caught this way. I mean, it's becoming very prevalent.
Is it really cheating?
One of the buzzwords is emotional cheating. That's not involving sex. Emotional cheating can actually feel more egregious and more painful and damaging than sexual cheating.
Call it cheating 2.0. In a way, it's the dark side of eHarmony. Just as technology created new, more efficient ways to bring lonely hearts together, those encounters don't necessarily end happily ever after. For a married man or woman, sparking up a flirtation with a stranger online or rekindling an old flame on Facebook can truly be playing with fire.
How often do the emails or the photos end up as evidence in the divorce proceeding?
The emails come up almost in every divorce case that we have.
In a recent survey by the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers, 81% of divorce lawyers reported an increase in the use of evidence collected from social networking sites.
Before, we'd have to hire a private investigator and go get the dirt on somebody. Now people post their own dirt on these sites.
And we're not just talking about the information people share publicly. Divorce lawyers get access to all the messages and chats, including some deleted items that a cheating spouse would prefer to keep secret.
Since so much of our communication is done electronically, we're really leaving a history or a trail of everything we've done electronically somewhere.
You're practically sending a postcard that anybody could read.
Yes, and that's in the old days. We might find out about an affair through some letter that was sent or maybe a knock on the door, but now we have a basic running transcript of the entire relationship available online.
When it comes to cheating 2.0, Facebook is just part of the picture. There are also text messages, like the ones that famously came back to haunt Tiger Woods.
If anything, I think you have to be more disciplined when you're on the internet, because the instinct is that I'm alone with my computer, I can do whatever I want, but it's the one medium where there will always be a record of what you do.
One spectacularly bizarre case a few years back involved the online game Second Life. Dave Pollard's wife said she caught his avatar having sex with a prostitute avatar named Modesty McDonnell. He insisted they were just hanging out and chatting, nothing more. She filed for divorce. He later got engaged to, guess who? His virtual lover, Modesty's alter ego, Linda Brinkley.
There are, I think, people that have some need to be sexual with somebody, to have somebody sexually affirm them, and that's something that they can get by being online.
Technology companies recognize that cheating 2.0 is potentially lucrative, so there are new services marketed to would-be cheaters or to the spouses who want to catch them. Ashley Madison is a social networking site that offers a 100% guarantee. The motto, life is short, have an affair.
One new trend are chat services that work on people's cell phones. So for instance, Ping Chat and Message in a Bottle let you sort of create geolocated chat services. So you could be sitting in a park, you could open it up and see who else is around. You could feasibly just chat with those people, or you could see who in your area wants to hook up. Everything's sort of streamlined.
There's even an iPhone app called Tiger Text. The selling point? Messages cannot be forwarded or saved. They just disappear from the recipient's mailbox. Congressman Weiner probably wishes he had known about that.
And I've done things I deeply regret.
Instead, he was the agent of his own undoing, tweeting the incriminating photo to his constituents.
Actually, nobody snooped or found this stuff on their own. If Representative Weiner hadn't accidentally tweeted that message instead of direct messaging it, it's feasible that we would never know about any of this. It's always the human error that gets people.
The software he used to conduct his virtual affairs betrayed him in the end, and he has only himself to blame. I'm David Wright for Nightline in Los Angeles.